Once upon a time, long, long ago, a killer plague came to the land of Bosnia. Since the dreaded sickness caused people to die quickly, it became known as diphtheria. Many wise men and women tried hard to battle this plague, but none knew the answer. None, that is, until 3 adventurers from the distant lands came by chance in the castle marketplace of Bosnia. These 3 were known as Walker, Edge.
I'm getting ready. Don't give me my check. Walker and Edge put their minds and ideas together. They had heard that the great Merlin, the musician, was the only being who might know the answer. So they set off to find Merlin.
Would you like money?
Money? Money? A great musician in this cave.
We came to see how we can get rid of the plague.
Merlin told them that they must seek 3 magic objects. First they would meet the 3 dragons. 1 was good and 2 were evil. But they must use their wits to find the right one. Next they must find the twin unicorns.
Okay. These unicorns, named Maple and Darnak, would give them the 2nd magic object. Then the 3rd magic object would be found across the Great Canyon. They would have to figure out how to get across when they got there. They were to bring all 3 magic objects back to this cave where Merlin could piece them together and wave the spell necessary to destroy the plague. Merlin handed the 3 adventurers all a map and wished them well.
Map, please.
Yeah. All of a sudden, as they neared the great forest, a strange furry creature jumped out at them. He seemed to be friendly, but they knew enough to trust no one completely. The creature's name was Gurgi, and he said he would show them the way if they would feed him. They agreed, and they entered in the great forest.
Many days and nights the party spent crossing through the great dark forest. At night they had to guard against the wicked beings of the forest. Finally, on the 9th day, they saw daylight again. And
one night, they had to deal with 2 horrible creatures. But they were able to send them off on their way successfully. Dragons? People are nice and quiet, aren't they, Mrs. Schubert? All right.
What do we play?
Dragons, I want you to Okay, adventurers, I want you over here a little bit, please. So I want the dragons to come out and start to try to... You need to watch the dragons carefully.
Hold on.
Okay, sort of sneak up on the dragons and they can play. And then you see how fierce they are. Okay, Lisa, you don't need to read yet. Good.
Hold on.
Okay, we're going to do the dragons for a minute.
Hold on.
And you're going to be watching them. Yet. So let's get back.
I start. Merlin had told Lock, Walker, and Edge that 2 dragons were evil and 1 was good. They all looked fierce. There was no way to tell which was which. The group backtracked a way to stop the discuss.
They backtracked to discuss the problem.
They said that good. No, I think pavilion. They heard the cry of a creature in distress. Help! Help! Mice creatures of the forest. Chip had fallen down and injured himself, but adventurers gave them healing ointment and bandages. They gave them a pair of magic sunglasses to help them see good and evil. The mice joined the group. Can we go with you? They can't hear us.
Come on.
Lair of the dragons. Walker put on sunglasses. Through them, 2 dragons became dark and one shone white, revealing its goodness. 3 followed the good dragon, who produced the first magic object, a small, soft, carved turtle.
They knocked on the unicorn's door. No one would come. Derby pointed to the 2 figures approaching the floor. It was a magic musician and her helper.
Come out, unicorns! What are you doing?
They finally appeared and they were very shy, and only Michelle could talk with them. Finally, the unicorns were persuaded to bring out the second magic object. They gave it to Michelle, and Michelle gave it to one of the adventurers, Edge. So now they had 2 magic objects. The adventurers now had to find the 3rd magic object and return to Merlin in time to save the world. Michelle and Larry pointed the way to the Great Canyon, where they would find the final magic object. Many more days they traveled. Many more days it would take them to get. Near the Great Silver River, they came upon 2 terrible monsters who were camping out. These monsters held a young man prisoner. It looked like they were preparing to roast him for their supper. Fortunately, the monsters didn't see them. The mice creatures persuaded the rest of the party that they could create a diversion so that the young man could be rescued.
Let's go.
They were able to decoy them away from the prisoner. They were able to untie him. It worked. The monsters got away and the young man was quickly rescued. He told the group that his name was Eagle Eye and he would like to return the favor. The adventurers explained their quest and journey so far. When they mentioned the Great Canyon and the Silver River, Eagle Eye exclaimed that he had a special arm that could stretch across and pick up the last magic object. So they all set out to the Silver River. But he stretched and stretched and stretched, and he was able to bring the 3rd magic object back and give it. adventurers had left the great forest and said goodbye to their companions, Gurgi and the mice people. Meanwhile, back at the wizard's cave, the wizard was meditating. They returned to the wizard's cave. Merlin was given the 3 magic turtles. He put them in the magic bottle and added his special spell. The plague, there was a celebration in the marketplace. Unfortunately, the mouse people had gone to the evil side because they were so angry at the death of their Chip. And Gurgi had been turned evil also by the wickedness of Scar. Managed to sneak into Merlin's cave while Merlin was out celebrating. Final battle. The evil people and the good, ready to charge. People were chased away. Okay, the people, 3 people are absent right now. This is Pauline, Aaron, Jen, Mike Wallace, Dania, Corinna, Joel, Aaron, Renee and April, Timmy, Mike, Asa, Lisa, Hillary, and Michelle.